Hey everyone! Today I'm sharing a flip through of my completed Life Crafted album from 2021. This is volume 3, and if it seems like a very long time since I've done one of these flip throughs, that's because it has. Um, this is volume 3, and it's June through till August, and I didn't finish this particular book until just recently, actually, just last week. So I'm going to be doing a flip through, and I think part of the reason why it took me so long to finish is because this was approximately, like in May was when I started on the Citrus Twist Kits design team, and so my pages started getting a bit more complicated than they used to be, and I just didn't have time to finish this book until just recently. So let's dive right in. So as usual, I always start out with this piece of patterned paper that I got from an Etsy store. This is like a composition notebook type thing, and this was consistent among all of my 2021 albums, as well as this label that matches the color of each of the albums, and then the year and volume number I stamped with the alphabet stamps from Hero Arts. I do have a habit of putting one of these transparency sheets in the front as well, just in case any of the ink starts to rub off on these covers. I like to have something there to protect the cover. And as I had mentioned, this goes from June to, is it July or is it August? I think it might be until the end of July, actually. And we had gone on a trip in the middle of June, and that's why it's a bit thicker, because I wanted to include all of the photos, of course. Let me move this somewhere where there's not a lot of glare. So I do have process videos for most of these, but if I don't, I'll point them out as well. So this spread was kind of like a filler spread that I went back and filled in after the fact. So I don't have process videos for these ones, but they're pretty basic, you know. These are using some Cocoa Daisy pattern papers and embellishments, as well as this I kept consistent throughout all of my albums for last year, was that I used these transparencies from Ali Edwards. These were the one little word from 2 years ago, I believe. They came in that kit. And then I'm just using a little swatch sheet from Cocoa Daisy to back those month transparencies. And I start out each of my months with that. So just some documenting about my parents getting their COVID vaccine. That was back in June of 2021. And then some needle felting projects that I had been working on. This one I had done a process video for. This was using some color cast design wood veneer pieces, and I also have some pattern papers and some cards from Cocoa Daisy as well. And this is just documenting a walk outside and this squirrel who was enjoying his snack on the tree trunk there, that I thought was really cute. This one here I also did a process video for. This one was commemorating the discovery of 215 unmarked graves in a BC residential school here in Canada, which kind of sparked the conversation about discussing these unmarked graves and initiating the conversation to try to find more of these unmarked graves, because the residential schools were an awful thing here. And so I just wanted to commemorate that. And I did die cut 215 hearts and put them on this page that I made. And you can learn more about that in the process video. I'll leave a link up in the little eye there. This one was for Father's Day, and then just a before and after of my boyfriend before and after he got his haircut. Of course, this was during the pandemic, so he didn't get his haircut for a long time and finally got one on June 26th. And for Father's Day, I do have a little insert here that I made. Again, these cards, and these embellishments are mostly from Cocoa Daisy. And this is where the Citrus Twist Kits stuff starts. So this is all from Citrus Twist Kits, and this is all from Citrus Twist Kits. And I have a process video for this one as well. I just made some little inserts with photos from our trip. And I love having these interactive pages for including more photos. This was another interactive page that I made with some elements from Citrus Twist Kits, as well as I think these pattern papers were from Fancy Pants, which was an offering from Citrus Twist at one point in time. And I used some of the ephemera bits and some of the stamps as well to make this waterfall, which I like to call my waterfall pages that are documenting waterfalls. And this was around the same time I started using clear sticker paper for my journaling as well, which I've felt makes a really big difference in the fact that now I'm not like afraid to use my journaling cards as much, because I can just type on the clear sticker paper and not worry about making any mistakes. Here was another spread that I did for Citrus Twist Kits. This one has an insert here, just some more photos and some journaling. And I really like how this one turned out. I've done a couple of spreads like this where I have the full photo down at the bottom and then like a little pocket for more photos. This one here is another Citrus Twist Kits page, using some journaling cards here and there. This one I made like a vellum flip out. You can kind of see my fingers through there. Whoopsies. And this one I just did some fussy cutting along the edge of this mountain here to make my pocket, which I thought was really cute. And then this was one of the cut files from Citrus Twist. And I just made some magnetic flaps so that I could include even more photos. And that last photo there was probably one of my favorites for the whole trip. And then this one I don't have a process video for, but it was made for a sketch challenge on Crystal Idinate's Patreon page. So she does have some sketch challenges every month, and this was one of the layouts that I did for that. And then because this one was kind of not related at all to this side of the layout, I just decided to tip in a vellum page from Cocoa Daisy, and this is using those adhesive attacher strips from Citrus Twist to attach that into my binder. And I have a photo from our visit to the museum here. And then now we're in July. And yeah, so I think the rest of this is July and August is in the next album. This is another kind of straightforward page that I didn't bother making a process video for. Just some photos on some pattern papers and some journaling cards from Cocoa Daisy. This was back when I subscribed to their monthly kits. So you can see that each month they have kind of like a different color theme and like a different theme for their collections. So June was kind of like travel themed, and they had a bunch of these like greens and coral colors and yellows going on. And then July was like a floral theme. I can't remember exactly what the flower was, but they had a bunch of purples and blues and some yellows and greens. So that's why whenever you see these cards that are kind of color themed in that way, they're all from Cocoa Daisy. This one was actually me meeting up with Laura Lee, who is Rosie Posey Studio here on up on Instagram. She lives quite close to where I live, and she sold some of her past story kits from Ali Edwards that she no longer needed to me, and I was so excited to finally meet her in person. This one was a spread for my Stretch Your Stamps scrapbooking video series, and this was featuring alphabet stamps. So I'll leave a link to that one as well. But I just showed different ways for combining different types of fonts together and some tips for how to combine the different fonts as well. So I just created that flip out, some more embellishments from Citrus Twist kits, and then the pattern papers are from that same Fancy Pants collection that I had used earlier on. And then, of course, the story of getting onto the Citrus Twist design team. And then this cut file was from Citrus Twist as well. And I do have a process video for that too. This one was for another Stretch Your Stamps video. It was for the outline stamps. And this one I did recently as well, showing how I used some distress inks to color these in. Just another page documenting another hiking trip that we did. And then this one was the most recent process video that I have up on my YouTube channel for Citrus Twist. This was featuring the Back to Basics collection, as well as the previous Journeys collection. We got to do a little build your own kit type of scenario for this month. So I was really excited to work with these embellishments because I was able to get all these pages done from this album. This one was another Stretch Your Stamps. I think it was also the alphabet stamps. I'll have to look at that and leave a link down in the description box below as well, but just a continuation of our hiking trip. And then, oh, this was using some elements from the Hearts scrapbooking kit, as well as this pattern paper. And then this last page that I have for July is another Stretch Your Stamps video. And this one was featuring floral stamps. So these floral stamps and the inks that I used were from Altenew, and I will leave the link to that as well. And this was just documenting a day that my boyfriend and I spent picking Saskatoon berries, which I like to use for making pies and other things. And I always leave the blank, the back page blank, just because this is already really chunky, mostly because of that waterfall, I think. And I literally cannot add any more to this, even if I tried. So there is my completed album, volume 3. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used, feel free to leave them in the description box below. But like I said, I do have some process videos for most of these, and I do go into details about all the supplies that I used as well. Hopefully I will have another flip through for you guys sometime soon with volume 4. That one is kind of about 75% complete, so I'm hoping to finish that one up as well soon. Thanks so much for watching.